Richie, tell us a little bit about these Hollywood stories. Can you tell us what you saw and who you saw? You finally tell us a name.
Nicolas Cage.
Oh my God, Richie.
Yeah, Nicolas Cage. He's definitely satanic. Definitely,
Wow.
Yeah, satanic rituals. His son is actually Gothic. If you see his son, he's definitely all the way into Satanism. And they start with the children. They want our children. The government wants all of our children to be satanic and die. They want us to just be in the pits of hell. You know what I mean?
What did you see Nicolas Cage do?
Satanic rituals.
You saw him.
Yeah.
You saw Nicolas Cage.
Yeah. Satanic rituals.
What was he doing? What were they doing around you? What did you see, Richie? Tell us.
They do they do that. They dance. They praise Satan.
Were they naked?
Certain places, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Certain rooms. They have different rooms where they go and they do their rituals. Their sexual acts of rituals. You know what I mean?
What do they believe is going to happen when they do these rituals?
Well, they live for lust. They live for flesh. You know what I mean? That's what they live for. They live for sin. But it's not them. It's the demonic beings that are within them. The demonic beings, they live in them like a host. That's what they are. But, with Jesus Christ, we can cast them out in the name of Jesus and put them back in the pits of hell where they belong. Yeah, we can do that.
I don't know why, but when you said host, for whatever reason, I thought about those host Twinkies.
Oh, stop.
I
Get out of here.
I don't know why. I just get...
You're hungry?
You're
hungry?
We just ate little sandwiches.
But now I want to host it. So hosty.
I kind of want to host
but a hosty,
Not a host.
Not a host.
No.
Not a host, no.
But the little Twinkies with the little filling.
I love the Twinkies.
Well, because it reminded me a lot of that movie Zombieland. Remember that film?
Dude, that was funny when he goes after the
Twinkies.
That was his mission.
He was to get the little Twinkies.
You want the Twinkies.
You want the little Twinkies. I love that movie.
They don't expire.
They don't expire.
That's weird.
It's a little scary.
That's scary.
Those McDonald's French fries. You can take them. Yeah, do it.
Bro.
Do it. Get a McDonald's French fry. And if you, I mean, this is kind of gross, but take one French fry.
Yeah.
Leave it on your windowsill.
Why on the windowsill?
Wherever.
Okay,
it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Leave it somewhere in your house for a month. It'll look the same. No mold. No rot. Nothing. Yes.
Bro, they want to kill us. They want
preservatives.
They want to population control with the food. They want to kill us. And there's money in the sick. There's not money in, for healthy people. In fact, to eat healthy is a lot of money.
It's very expensive.
Yeah, a lot of money. And they got all the chemtrails. They got the small particles lumen in the chemtrails. They're putting all that stuff in. The preservatives that they have. Monsanto, they're doing all this stuff. They're taking out all the small farms. They're taking them out, and they have these big farms because genetically modified salmon, all this stuff. We're not going to be eating real stuff anymore. It's going to be clone salmon, clone this, clone that. Everything's corn syrup, fructose corn syrup. Have you heard about that?
Well, the bizarre thing to me, Richie, the strange thing to me is that there's about 3 or 4 food manufacturers for meat that are getting large distribution in the United States at all. That sounds like a cartel to me. It doesn't sound like it's these are nice people.
It's almost a monopoly.
They're monopolizing food.
And they're pumping them up with injections. Hormones. And then, our children are having bigger breastises.
When you're 11 years old or something like this.
But they want that because
the milk too.
Oh yeah, dude.
The hormones,
hormones. That because they want the boys to be horny, super horny, and they want the women to be already produced so that there's a lot of I'm getting at, dude. They want to do stuff.
Oh no.
Yeah, man. The cartel and all those people. They're just sex trafficking. Dude, it's been crazy. This is nuts.
It's a wild world.
They're developed more than ever now.
Who is?
Children are developed more than ever. By the food, all this food and stuff. It's crazy, bro. And they're killing them off. Yeah, they're killing them off by the food.